My name is Jeff Wicks, and I am, I guess, the head of our household, our small, humble family. There's my wife, May, and my daughter and her husband, and then there's Heather.
My name is Stephanie. I am the oldest child of this family that can read minds. There's just some connections, right, that you have being a part of the family that can read your thoughts. I feel bad for families, frankly, that can't do that.
I have no proof of this, but I really think that hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago, people always could communicate, without really talking, because they didn't have to. They may have used hand gestures and other body language, but over time, I'm sure, people evolved to the point where they don't need to talk anymore.
I love being a mind reader. It's really great. It comes in handy, especially being married.
To be honest, when we first started dating, she never told me that she could read my mind. So it was a little awkward because she would say things to me that I was thinking, and I didn't know where it came from. I was like, how could she have possibly known that? And then I started to catch on. So it's a little awkward, let me tell you.
My husband can't read minds. It was really hard choosing to marry someone without my gift. My parents were a little upset at first, but at the end of the day, I think they understood that true love surpasses mind reading.
Oh, this old thing? I've been developing this for a while. I've tried football helmets, I've tried numerous things to get her out of my head. But it may look like a hanger and some tinfoil, but it's more than that. She cannot read my thoughts when I wear this.
One thing I am concerned about is our child. I am 4 months pregnant, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little worried about whether or not our child can read minds. Let's just say that I hope it takes after my side of the family.
I really hope the baby's normal. It's kind of weird living in this family, and I just want them to be more like my side of the family, not like the weirdo in-laws I have.
Sometimes I stay up late at night listening, hoping to maybe hear something. I haven't heard anything yet, coming from my womb, but at the same time, what could babies possibly be thinking about at that point? So I'm not worried yet. I guess we'll see.
Certainly, everybody in our family can read minds. With the exception of one person. Kind of embarrassed to say it, but it's come to our attention that Heather may not be able to read minds.
Yeah, I remember the day that we found out that Heather couldn't read minds. We thought she was just dumb. It didn't occur to us that she might be lacking in the ability to read minds. We thought maybe she was just a little slow.
Oh my God, someone I can trust in around here. Everyone else knows all my darkest secrets. But the weird thing is, I forget she's a non-mind reader. So sometimes I'll be staring at her intently, thinking she knows what I'm thinking, and she'll look at me like I'm a creeper. And I just panic because then I remember she doesn't know what I'm thinking. If that makes sense.
She kind of reminds me of her dog. Our dog can't read minds, and Heather can't read minds. It's just unfortunate.
My name is Heather, and I'm the only one in my family who cannot read minds. It definitely wasn't easy growing up in a family that can read your mind and can speak to each other through mind reading, and being the only one who can. I've always had that feeling like I don't quite belong in my family just because I'm the only one who cannot read minds. They are all able to talk to each other through mind reading, and for me they have to actually say things out loud, and I can sense that it really irritates them, especially my dad. So how was everyone's day at work
Heather,
today?
please don't interrupt your sister.
Okay.
What did you call me?
It is kind of a hindrance. You forget. You could have a conversation, and then Heather goes, "What's going on? What are you guys talking about?" Okay, let's use our words now, and then we have to form the vowels and consonants that bring words out so that Heather can follow along.
Africa. Africa? They're bound to have food there.
Yeah, right.
And on my free African safari, I want to do everything on this bus.
Heather, will you please? I'm trying to watch TV, and you're thinking about Harry Potter.
Growing up in a family that can read your mind definitely took a lot of getting used to. Unlike most teenagers, I can't lie successfully to my parents because if I say one thing, my mind says another. One thing I've tried to learn to do is when I try to hide something from my sister or my parents, I will keep something on my mind and I'll think about it really, really hard and I'll try to just block out all other thoughts in my mind. I usually think about puppies. I think as hard as I can about puppies, hoping that my mind will be so full of puppies that I can't admit to any lies in my mind.
Where have you been, young lady?
Whatever you do, keep thinking about puppies. Puppies, puppies, puppies.
Oh no, I know where you were. You snuck out earlier this evening. You thought we wouldn't know. You went to a party. It was over at that guy's house that lives over down the road. And oh yeah, it was really awkward when you got there because no one thought that you were coming, but you did come, didn't you? And then the ex-boyfriend was there, and then that felt very awkward because you saw him there. But and then you told everybody, oh, don't put this on Facebook because my parents don't know that I'm really sneaking out for a party. But I do know, don't I? Because you had to stop and get gas, and after you finally got gas, then you had your friend drop you off on your way in, and you realized you've lost your favorite bracelet.
It never really worked. It's like I can't have a single private thought. Everything that I'm supposed to just keep to myself, my family knows about.
As a mother, it's very useful to read my daughter's mind. Like she's texting a boy, I'll be able to read her mind when she's texting. Heather, are you texting a boy named Kevin?
Mom, do you mind?
No, boys, you need to study. I'm constantly thinking about chores, but she cannot hear me because she cannot read my mind. So she never does them. Mother!
What?
Can you hand me that towel? I told you many times.
Hey. And what stinks is that I'm the only one with this disadvantage. Since my family can read minds, they have the ability to block out some parts in their mind that they don't want others to hear.
And of course this works out very well because you don't want to, embarrass the other person when they say, I don't know, do I look fat in this dress? And you want to go, no, not at all. No, honey, but of course you're thinking, oh, good God!
So if you are a mind reader, you're very skilled at being able to block your thoughts from other mind readers.
I remember I was about 13 or 14, and then I told my parents that I could read their minds. And yeah, they freaked out a little bit, but then they got used to it, and, it was good. I sometimes wonder, though, if that was the wise thing to do.
Because I can't read minds, my family thinks they have an advantage over me.
I think a smart mind reader wouldn't tell anyone that they could read minds. They would have the ultimate advantage over people that don't know that, because they could like go through life pretending they don't know what other people are thinking, but really know what they're thinking, and no one would be the wiser.
But deep down, I really think that I'm the one with the advantage over them.
Honey, I thought of a perfect name for our kid.
We're not naming our baby Optimus.